I'm here to tell you a bit about Zadar Public Library and the ways that we deal with the local protagonists of our cultural and scientific life, and who have recognized Zadar Public Library as a trustful partner for preservation of results of their lifetime commitment to documenting, describing, and researching of the local culture. I've named this the story of four wise gray heads, and this is how it goes. Well, Zadar Public Library is not a scientific institution, it's a public institution, and it serves to the citizens of Zadar and wider area, the Zadar County. Zadar is a relatively small city, similar in size to Veliko Tърново. It is developing mainly in tourism, which makes it expensive for us locals to live in, but you will see that next week when you come here. The focus of Zadar Public Library is not, as I said, on science. It's more on reading promotion programs, programs for children and youth, programs for the community. And digitization and local heritage projects are not the main focus of Zadar Public Library. There are other libraries in Zadar with such interest, for example, the Zadar University Library or the Research Library, which are bigger libraries. But the one characteristic that we have in Zadar is that over the last 20 plus years, we have made our library the center of community. It is relentless community involvement that's the main characteristic of the Zadar Public Library. And because of that, we have started attracting some wise old people who choose our institution to deposit their lifetime works. So far, we have four such bigger donations from our gray-haired gentlemen. Let's see them in chronological order. For example, Ljubo Stipišić Delmata. Delmata is the nickname of the famous Croatian ethnographer and musicologist Ljubo Stipišić, and he has left much of his work to the Zadar Public Library, and his opus has been digitized and presented through a dedicated website, delmata.org. This project is finished. From it, we have learned how not to have difficulties with other similar initiatives, mainly with the copyright. The legacy consists of many published books. We have also started a children a cappella festival, which has been going on for 15 years. And we have also digitized most of Delmata's work and put it on this website with thousands of musical notations, audio files, images, etc. That was like the short story of Delmata. I'm trying not to run out of time. I have 3 minutes left. Aleksandar Stipčević was a great and versatile scholar. In fact, he was one of the most important professors of librarianship in Croatia, and I should say our favorite professor. He was an expert in the history of Illyrians and the history of books and publishing. He published in 3 languages, Croatian, Italian, and Albanian, because in Zadar we have Albanian minority, Arbanasi. In that part of the city, we have opened a branch library and named it after Aleksandar Stipčević. It is the Aleksandar Stipčević Branch Library. The branch library holds one part of late Professor Stipčević's personal library. That's the library, and these are some of the things that he has given to the library. And those are parts of the local heritage collection that we host in this library in the Albanian neighborhood in Zadar. Third gray wise head is Abdullah Seferović, who is a local historian, photographer, and journalist, author of many books about the city of Zadar. He is the only one alive of the 4 gray heads, and he has left us much of his work to take care of. These are various texts on the history of photography in Zadar, history of local theaters, cafes, publishing, etc. He's also an expert in the World War II bombing of the city of Zadar, and he has presented us with all of his website, because he was no stranger to the internet. So everything he collected, he presented to us in the form of a website. We have just changed a bit and put it on our web, and it's now being used by high school children who use it for their seminars and other kinds of work. There are many chapters in this website. The fourth grey head is Šime Tome Peričić, who died in 2019, but we were approached by his members of his family, and he was an expert in the economic history of Dalmatia, especially 19th and 20th century, a very prolific scientist. And his work is now being a part of our local heritage collection in our city branch library downtown, and there are many books and articles and some personal notes that he has left us, and we have put them into a dedicated part in this library, and also made it available so far, not yet digital, but described through our website. And that's it. I think I've used 7 minutes. Am I doing all right?
Thank you. Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome. And see you next week.